So they could make it happen. But again, a guy like GSP, now that's on a digital platform, what's that worth to UFC? It's different negotiations.
All right, one last one. This is a little bizarre. So one championship suddenly did this thing where if you're managing a fighter that fights at one, you have to get past their one championship certification, right? And this is their criteria.
Hold on. This is managers?
This is one FC's the executives are saying that you have to go through this for the managers. So if you have a fighter like Demetrius Johnson, if you're a manager of him, you have to fit this criteria for him to fight in one championship, or for you to manage him in one championship.
Oh, wow. Email from one championship outlined 5 minimum requirements for agent certification. Currently a resident in Asia or at least 1 year.
You had to have lived there for 1 year at least.
That's stupid. No prior criminal record. I like that. No history or current ongoing matters of legal lawsuit activity with any athlete. I like that. Minimum of 10 years of related experience in martial arts industry. I dig that. Must possess a college or university degree. I love all this. The only thing with living in Asia that makes it a little tough.
It's impossible.
Not impossible. It like eliminates a lot of candidates. So I don't know if a lot of people, I'm sure a lot of hardcores know this, but in the NFL, to be an agent, you have to have a law degree. There's a level of requirement to be an NFL agent. To be an NBA agent, you have to pass the bar. You have to have a law degree to represent that high level an athlete. In the UFC, if Chin today, after we shoot this show, goes, you know what? I want to start managing fighters. He could call up Conor McGregor, Donald Cerrone, convince them that you're his manager and you are now a high-level manager, and you can go and negotiate on behalf of him and the UFC. How crazy is that? That's how the level of infancy that mixed martial arts is at. I mean, so if you want to be an NFL agent, go, I want to represent Ben Roethlisberger, it's going to take you a long-ass time, Chin.
Yeah.
You're going to have to go through certain requirements to get there. MMA, people have their moms do it, their fucking cousins, their stepmoms, their fucking uncles, their buddy who got a business degree from fucking University of Phoenix. I'm not talking about the one in Arizona. You know what I'm saying? There's just, it's the way it goes. I actually love this. I don't know why the UFC doesn't do this.
Jeez. What about the no criminal record? What if you did something stupid and you're younger? And then you became a lawyer.
It should say no felony.
And then, yeah.
It should say no felony in the past 10 years.
And also the 1 year, that's a tough one, man.
The 1 year in Asia?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. I'm sure they change that. Or they just don't give a fuck about North American fighters, which could be it. But that doesn't really make sense. The rest of it is awesome. Jason Howe, CEO of 𝙎𝘾𝙐𝙈 agency, wasn't pleased with at least one of those aspects. Which one?
I don't know.
Requiring agents to live in Asia for a year. Let me tell you that. So I agree that requiring to live somewhere, that's ridiculous. Anyone who's triggered by no prior criminal record, no history of legal issues.
Currently.
Yes. No minimum 10 years of related experience in martial arts. That needs to be more well-defined, but I feel where they're going with that. Must possess a college and university degree. If any agent is out there listening to this and you're triggered by those requirements, you ain't shit. That should be that's a minimum, dude. I agree with ONE FC. We got these fucking knucklehead scumbags. And I meet these guys all the time, right? Because I meet a lot of these managers. I'm like, what the fuck? I'll manage this girl and do way better than you're doing. You have no idea what you're talking about. But this guy was a real estate agent trying to sell fucking property in fucking WeHo, and now he's managing. What do you know about managing? You know your friends. You're a slick talker, so she decided to go. You know what I'm saying? I meet these knuckleheads. I like what they're doing. I'm about this. Again, if any agent is triggered by this, it means you're incompetent and you ain't shit. The only thing I agree on is you shouldn't have to live in Asia. That's ridiculous.
But also there has to be some agents that are really good, but have one of these aspects or two of these aspects in their history.
I'd be worried about it. I'd be worried about it. If you have a criminal past, if you have ongoing legal matters, we're getting sued.
What about if they don't have a university?
So for instance, right, I own a few companies. The first thing we do before I go into, if I'm on the board, I go into business as an owner with these guys, you check what legal action is going on.
Check,
if the guy has a background check where he's always had some issue, whatever it is, he's getting sued, I'm out, man. I'm not dealing with that. Why is that happening to you and not to these legit guys?
Yeah.
So as a fighter, you're the business. You're hiring them to be your board of trustees. You don't want a guy who's in and out of legal lawsuits all the. Why is that happening to him? You don't want a guy who has a felony. Oh, I'm sorry, I robbed a bank when I was younger.
That's different.
All right, well, you can't work with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If this triggers any agent out there, you need to get your fucking shit together. Now, there are some who probably don't meet these requirements, who have learned on the fly and they've been in the business for a long time and they know the game. They're good people. That would be the exception, though.
Yeah.
In general, what ONE FC is trying to do is fantastic for the sport. This will make the sport better. This will protect the fighters better. I can't believe the UFC's never done this. I can't, but some of these agents and managers I mean, like, holy fuck, man. You shouldn't be managing a hamster, let alone this fucking world-class fighter.
Hamster.
The one thing a lot of people are also pointing out is ONE Championship also launched their own agency, though.
Yeah.
Recently. So
That's suspect. I don't know the details on ONE FC and their motivation behind this. As far as the betterment of the sport, the top leagues in the world do this. But they don't have their own agency. That's shady as... I don't know what the fuck that is. That's shady as shit. I won't get on board with that. But as far as having a certain professional requirements, like if you go to your doctor, you want to like, I assume you have your PhD. I don't want you to tell me, nah, I skipped all that shit, man. You know what? I've been in it for a long time, seen a lot of shit. Excuse me?
All right.
No, I don't want that. Do you have a criminal record? Yeah, man, I was young, dude. I was young. I was selling drugs. I got picked up for smuggling drugs in my ass. It's all good, man. I'm operating on your brain today. Well, no, I'll probably pass on that, dude. I'll probably fucking pass. Do you have a college degree? Now, again, dude, college wasn't for me, man. Let me work on your brain. Well, no, dude. You can't do it, man. Do you have any lawsuits? That's the thing, dude. People are such babies. You have 10 legal lawsuits against me, fucked up on a couple titty jobs. Not a big deal. Learn my lesson. Go through that and be like, well, no, I would never let this person work on me. Same thing as a fighter. I would never let that agent represent me. Shout out to ONE FC for trying to do the right thing, but also shout out to ONE FC for being super shady about it, starting their own organization. That I don't fuck with. The requirements I fuck with. Is that it?
That's it. We got fights now.
Cool. What do we got?